We're just leaving Berwick Seaview club site and heading south to Durham.
How long will it take?
Sat-nav says 89 minutes. So it's 1.4 miles to the A1, then we're going to take the A1 south, and that's going to take us most of the way, certainly through Newcastle and onto Durham.
Oh, do we go through Newcastle?
Durham is south of Newcastle. Past that sign.
At the roundabout, turn left towards Alnwick and Newcastle.
Do we go by the metro centre?
Just joining the A1 now.
For about 76 miles, continue straight on.
And this is still all single road. Well, two-way road. It's not dual carriageway for quite a while. And here is the dual carriageway. Looks like we're seeing some traffic build up as we come into or through Newcastle. I'm not exactly sure where we are.
It always seems busy here. So we're back on the road, happy girl. Just had some time in the metro centre while David made lunch in the van. We're now back on the A1 heading south towards Durham and tonight's campsite. I'm also looking forward to going into Durham this afternoon if we can, hopefully on the park and ride.
Yeah, we should be able to do that, all being well.
Florence will like that.
Use the left lane to take exit 62 onto A690 towards Durham. Take the exit. At the roundabout, take the third exit towards Durham and Concert, then take the first right onto Meadow Lane.
So it looks like the campsite is just the other side of the A1.
Exit the roundabout towards Durham and Concert.
Oh.
Turn right onto Meadow Lane, then turn left.
Well, that was easy. That's pretty nice, near the A1. Looks like arrivals into the
Turn left, then the destination is on your left.
Supposedly, they'll let us through the barrier. So any gravel pitch with white pegs. Not that there's many of them.
There's one here.
motorhome service point here.
Do we need water?
Are we staying here or are we going into Durham now?
Well, where's the park and ride?
Don't know from here.
Right. I think we're going to Durham, won't we?
Here? See, he hasn't given me a thing.
No. Oh, what's down? Oh, there's more down there.
Those are white.
Yeah, what's wrong with this bit?
Do you want to go here?
Yeah, that'll do. Doesn't look level. Does it?
Oh.
No, we'll go here.
We haven't actually been down to this part of the site yet. And there's
The biodiversity area.
biodiversity. It's a no-mow zone. Keep your dogs on a lead, and so they should be on a site. This is the tent area. It's a lot larger than it appears from the other side, and you do have electricity. Good. So this is pitch 10 down here. Just hanging while she goes. So this is pitch 10. And these count up, 11's the next one, so they must count up from here. Big tag axle Contiki. Yeah, somebody come in with a water container, so I'm just going to pause here till I've gone by. Just going to pause till I've gone by with a water container. Hello, pups. This is this just curves around. There's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pitches around here. Looks like there's some sort of provision for a pitch here because there's electricity. Doesn't say camping, so maybe, and there's definitely wheels on there, so it looks like you can back onto there, maybe with a camper van, and then we're back into the main site. If you can hear the noise in the background, that is traffic on the A1. We were able to hear it all night if you listen to it, but it wasn't loud enough that it bothered us. Looks like this is the dog walk. And the reason I think it's the dog walk is there's a bin, which is always good to see. So it's a one-way system. as most sites are. I'm going to follow the road round in the direction once Karen and Florence catch me up. You can just see it's quite spitting now in the distance. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but it is. As Peter Kay would say, it's that right fine rain that wets you right through. In fact, it's coming down quite hard now. Do we have any on the lens? Not yet. Okay. So we're following round. These are fairly large gravel pitches. They're fairly level as well. We haven't had to use a ramp on the van. Often we do have to use one, so that was quite good. Here's the Airstream again. Very iconic. And if you're coming with children, there's a very large children's play area here. Climbing frames and swings and tubes for kids to climb through. And it's got the nice soft rubber matting on the floor. And of course a gate you can close to keep the kids in. And across here is one of the service areas. It's not a motorhome service point, but it's a service area. There's rabbits at work. Watch out for holes. But it does have the standard chemical toilet disposal, as well as fresh and water drain, wastewater. So those are there. Okay, rain's coming down really hard now. We're definitely going to get wet. Do you want to go back to the van?
Let's finish.
Let me see if there's any rain on the lens. No, we're keeping pretty dry. Probably just put more water on the lens from my shirt. That's lightening off again now. Big Bessica here. Right now we're on pitch 46. As I said before, these are quite large pitches and most of them are relatively flat. This is the entrance point. This has remote control key fobs. So it's not a card you need to hold against the post, and it's not a number you need to add, it's just remote control, which is very nice. This is reception. They apparently do Calagas. And there's some fantastic little gnomes in there that the lady who's one of the wardens has hand painted. You can see some of them in the window. And there's quite a few up there on the top as well. And here's the information point, telling you all about the local area, the green tourism and histories and how to get into Durham. There's walking routes to Durham, bus routes to Durham. It's telling you about taxis, places of worship, local caravan and motorhome dealers, and also vets. And then a picture of the campsite on the wall. Okay, let's move back round. So opposite the reception is pitch 29, and we walk around from here. This is where you may get more water on the lens because we're walking into the rain. Morning. So this is a motorhome service point that the car's now parked on. Actually, to be fair, it's not. This is before the motorhome service point, but this is another drinking water wastewater and chemical disposal in front of the facilities block. And we'll just go in the facilities block into the laundry. Actually, somebody's in the laundry, so I'm going to skip it for now.
I got some of that last night.
Of the laundry?
Yeah.
Okay. This is a motorhome service point, nice big grate going across the road. And there's also drinking water and wastewater here. So that is a nice large area for emptying tanks. There's more pitches round there.
And it's raining.
And it's raining really hard now. Let me see if the lens needs wiping. We'll give it a wipe. So, as I said before, one-way system. You can go straight on and turn right, or you can turn right here, which we're going back to our van now because it is quite heavy rain. The things we do for YouTube. So before we leave this morning, we thought we'd give you a quick rundown on the site details. A few things to look at here. The cost to stay overnight, we only stayed one night. We paid £5 deposit and £38.60 balance when we arrived, so that's a total of £43.60. It's less than Berwick, but still it's up there. We went into Durham yesterday on the park and ride. Very, very close, 4 minutes drive away. It's just the other side of the A1.
You could walk it, but you said we can't.
You could walk it, but there's lots of fast traffic going by and a really narrow path, and I wouldn't want to subject Florence to that. So we drove down there, free to park there, of course. £4.40 for the pair of us to go into
Which
Durham.
was a lot cheaper than home.
Yeah, it is. The site itself, actually quite impressed with it. It's relatively flat. There's a lower section near the dog walk. Wi-Fi is quite evenly spread throughout this main top area. I measured the free Wi-Fi at 1.54 megabits coming down and 0.88 megabits going up. So they do have a Wi-Fi heat map on the website if you want to see it. Toilets and showers, what do you think?
Extremely clean. The shower was the best shower I've come across in a campsite, because you turn it on and you don't have to keep pressing that frustrating button. There was no button. You're like adults. You turn it on and you can stand there as long as you like. So I was able to wash my hair, get a shower without having to constantly press. And the water was nice and hot, and you could adjust it. It was nice.
That's a positive then.
Yeah.
If Carol gives it a positive, it's a positive.
Yeah.
Washing up facilities.
Yes, because you don't go there, do you?
We have mixed jobs, blue jobs, pink jobs.
I think it was very good.
Yeah.
There was a sink. There was
3
plenty
sinks
of
there.
hot water.
One's lower sink, 2 upper sinks. I think it was fine. Laundry next door to the washing up. It's a single washing machine, single dryer. They are run by tokens which you have to buy from reception. And I did a check. If you want to do a full wash, it's £5. Just a pre-wash only is £1.25. The dryer is £1.25 per 15 minutes. I don't know.
If I put our jeans on at home, they're in an hour. So that would cost £5, wouldn't it?
So there's lots of water, fresh water, grey water, wastewater, and chemical points all over the site. I can't remember how many it is. I'll put it up on the screen. If we can find a map to post them on, we will do. There's one motorhome service point that we can find. Very good service point. It's got a great big grate in the middle of the road that you can drive over. So no complaints there at all. Bins are just outside of the main barrier. There's not as many bins as we've seen at other sites, and the bin that I used was full. But I'm assuming they come and get emptied regularly.
And they also had recycling there,
they did have limited recycling, yeah. There was some glass and food and things like that. Reception. Oh, by the way, going back to the barrier, The barrier is on a, let me see if I can find that. It's not a card you have to tap, it's a little key fob. And they tell you, by the way, we're on site 16, or pitch 16. You drive up to the barrier, you press the remote, the barrier's open. So that's both driving in and out, which is brilliant. I much prefer that to having to lean out the window with a card, or get out and punch numbers into a post. So thumbs up for that. The reception, very good.
Did it have a shop in there?
I don't remember actually.
When I looked through the window, it just looked like an office.
Yeah, very, very friendly and helpful staff though. No problems there at all. And in fact, the lady who was behind the counter told us about the gnomes that were on there. She'd hand painted all these little gnome figures, and they were very, very good, I have to say. So thumbs up on that as well. Things like local pubs, we haven't been to any around here. The information centre has details on that, but we haven't been to them ourselves. Generally, I've enjoyed the site. No problems at all. We've had a little bit of rain today, which is the first time for weeks, but it has freshened up the air nicely, and we are now moving on to Barnard Castle. We're not going to Barnard Castle site itself, we're going to one nearby, Richmond Hargill House Club campsite. So we're going to leave here in a few minutes, and we're going to head in that direction, and we're hoping to go around Barnard Castle either this afternoon or tomorrow morning. Anything else to add?
No, good walks for Florence here.
Oh yes, there's a dog walk here, and there are dog bins on site. One last thing I have just remembered, we are with O2, and we have 3 bars of 5G here, so we had no problem accessing the internet at all, but we did it more on our phone signal than on the free club Wi-Fi.
Oh, you're going to have to hand it back, aren't you?
Yeah. Yeah, of course everybody's now parked here.